So in book 1, the therapist had found out that the main character had brain surgery done. And in this book, she goes to him and talks to him about it. And the main character's like, I've never had brain surgery done. She's like, well, I looked into your paperwork, and she lied because someone had informed her about it. Another doctor. After the accident, he saw that the main character had brain surgery done, and that's why he's not willing to do another brain surgery on the main character because it would be dangerous. And she informs the main character, and the main character's like, I don't have memories of having a brain surgery done. Yeah. So the therapist has been suspicious of the main character ever since he's come back as an undercover cop because his personality is 180. She's also suspicious from what the main character's mom said about him not being her son. And so she's like, I'm going to look into it. She invites the main character with her and her son to an indoor pool to go swimming and teach her son how to swim. And she tells her son, hey, when you're with him getting dressed, check if he has a birthmark on his tush. And the son does, and he does not have the birthmark on his tush, which makes her more paranoid. Then, when the main character had tried taking a cigarette, using a cigarette, and she stopped him because her son was there, he's like, oh yeah. So he puts the cigarette down, and he continues to go play swimming with the kid, and she takes that cigarette to do a DNA test between him and his mother, which proves that he's not DNA related to his own mother. So the therapist has the evidence she needed, so she goes to the ex-boss of the drug unit, and she's like, this man is not my ex-boyfriend, this man is not my childhood friend, who is he? And the ex-boss of the drug unit reveals to her that the main character is dead. Specifically, his original body's dead. Like, he was brutally murdered. He fell into a trap and was brutally murdered. And to hide the fact that he died, they made his body disappear. Basically, it's buried in a Buddhist temple in a rural village, never to be seen again. And they got hold of the U.S. The U.S. was doing some secret experiments of transferring memories from one body to the next, and that there was a serial killer on death row. So they took the main character's memory and put it into that of a serial killer's body, so they could continue with their undercover work with no one knowing the main character died. And that's why the main character's been having weird visions, because the visions he's having is the serial killer's visions of a girl he murdered. Yeah. The main character literally didn't get an honorable death, an honorable burial. He, is now put in a serial killer's body and has blood on his hands that weren't caused by him. And that's fucked up. And when the therapist finds out the truth, she is furious and angry, which she is right to be, but she is disgusted with the main character, especially when she reads the documents of the serial killer's actions. She is disgusted with the main character and can't see the main character as the main character, but sees him as the twisted, nasty monster that the serial killer was. Yeah. She won't let the main character near her son anymore, and she also told the main character she can't be his therapist anymore. Yeah. She also has plans to take the information she knows about the main character's experiment on his body. He doesn't even know himself. Like, the main character doesn't know that he died and his body, his memories was transformed to another body's. Yeah, he doesn't know that. And this would horrify the main character if he learned the truth. Because, getting visions of a young woman being drowned is already freaking the shit out of the main character. And the main character is getting these horrible migraines and headaches. Like, this whole situation is fucked up for the main character, and she fully wants to go to the top brass to inform them about the main character, which would get the main character killed. He will literally be executed over this shit. Over something he did not agree to. Yes, when he died, he stated he wanted to give up his body to, science or to medical care. But he did not think his body would be used like this. His memories would be used like this. This is so fucked up and unfair. Also, I forgot to state this, but the main character had looked into it. He had the, photograph of the girl because he had the male lead sketch it for him, and he took it. And he asked someone to look into it. First, they couldn't find a murder case for it, but someone found a missing case for it, and the male lead got between them and the main character and took the information, and he gave the main character falsified files. So the main character didn't know about the victim. And the victim, the visions the main character is having of this drowned girl, was a 17-year-old girl that's been missing for 6 years. Yeah. Also, the calls that the male lead has been having with someone and him whole wanting to find the main character and found him thing, I thought it was because the male lead was infatuated with the main character or had to do with the main character's undercover work. No. The male lead's been searching for the serial killer the main character's roaming the body of. Yeah, that's who he's been searching for. And he had full-on plans of exposing the main character, but the person who's been on the phone with, he tells that person he's done. He's not going to expose the main character because now he's in a relationship with the main character and he sees that the main character is a good person, a good cop. And he doesn't want to hurt the main character for all the good actions the main character's performed. And I'm like, you sneaky, sneaky a-hole. You sneaky fucking a-hole. So the calls that the male lead's been having with someone is a neurosurgeon in the U.S., and this neurosurgeon shows up. And the time he shows up, the main character and the male lead are talking about the male lead moving in with the main character in the main character's apartment because the main character's apartment's closer to the precinct. And the main character feels like a freeloader when he lives with the male lead because he can't afford the male lead's apartment. But yeah, he tells the male lead to move in with him because him and the male lead have kittens and the male lead should take responsibility as a dad to help his, dutiful, faithful, weak wife and mother of his children take care of the kittens. They can't always have the babysitter, which is a little girl that helps the main character take care of the cats in the neighborhood, the stray cats, and the main character ended up taking kittens in when their mother passed and got poisoned. But yeah, they shouldn't always leave their kittens to be taken care of by the babysitter. They should come home. He should come home with them. And the male lead's like, yes, I'll move in with you. So at the time, they were packing to move into the main character's place. Except the neurosurgeon shows up, and after that, the male lead doesn't see the main character for days. And when the main character and him see each other again at the childhood friend's dad's hospital room, he basically just ignores the main character, goes back to the way he was when the main character attempted to kiss him, and he assaulted the main character when the main character tried kissing him, and was ignoring him for days, like when the main character was on the ship, between when the main character kissed him and when the main character was stuck on the ship, the man was ignoring him. He went back to that way when the neurosurgeon came. He started ignoring the main character, which hurt the main character. And especially when the main character seeing how close the male lead and the neurosurgeon is, he also overheard their arguing over how the male lead's not going to do what the original plans were, that he's quit, he's not going to expose this person. But yeah, he sees how close they are and the fact that they're basically flirting. This dude was literally breathing into the male lead's ear and chewing on it. Yeah. And the main character's pouty about it and gone home. Like, if the male lead's going to ignore him and be all over a neurosurgeon, he's going to go home and ignore the male lead, which the male lead shows up at his place. And he's like, trust me, baby, trust me. I'm like, fuck off, you cheating asshole. Fuck off. I know he didn't cheat. But I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed at him. Treat the main character better, you motherfucker. Also, the drug lord appeared, and he's been watching the main character and the male lead. He watches the male lead take the main character, because the male lead is the top and the main character is the bottom. He's watching the male lead take the main character, and he is in anguish, because the main character always told him he was straight. He wasn't into dudes. And here he is watching the man, the love of his life, be taken by another man. He is very jealous and very upset over it. And I'm like, run, baby, run. You got disgusting men all around you.